Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever y'all may be in the world, it's Drina from Drina's Haven 916 and Alternative Life Solutions. I'm in my thoughts right now, driving, just pulled off from the house. It's early in the morning and I have a lot on my mind. And so this is my place where I could come and maybe you might want to call it vent or just vlog. Some people journal. I like to record and then I could go back and I could watch it later. There are a lot of people that are like you, but there's only one you. There's a lot of people that's like me, but there's only one me. So I'm saying that to say a whole lot of things. I don't even know why I started with that. But here's what's on my mind. Only God knows. I hope this could help somebody, including myself. So I'm just freestyling. God made me how He made me. Designed the intricate details from my mental, my physical, emotional, all of that. All of that. He knew me before I knew myself. He created me. My story in my life was already written. Your life was already written. Really, I just feel like, as far as I'm concerned with my life, like, even though I get surprised by things every day, it's no surprise to God. And so I trust God. I trust God that His word is true and that I can stand on His word no matter what. Even if I don't like the answer, even if I have my own desires, the things that I want to do, the desires of my heart, the things that I would like to have, and then I don't get them, or I don't get the answer that I was looking for or that I desired, that I wanted, I still trust God. Because at the end of the day, it is His will. His will be done on earth. I might get upset. I might cry. I might throw a tantrum. I might not even speak to you for 24 hours because I'm in my feelings or where my emotions on my things didn't go my way. But just give me some time. Just give me a little bit of time. Women, men, we just need a little. I know I can speak for me. I just need a little bit of time. I don't have to be angry. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I am just soaking in the reality that what I desired just was, the answer was no. And I want you all to know that just because the answer is no right now doesn't mean that it's no forever. Sometimes we're asking and we desire for things and the timing is not right. Like, we don't need it right now, or if we had it right now, it would be all bad. So you know how people talk about, like, be careful what you pray for because you might just get it? Well, that applies. Be careful what you pray for because you might just get it. And then when you get it, you're not even responsible enough to know what to do with it or how to keep it. So I'm saying that because I have a really good friend. And she was praying for something, and then the answer came back, and it was a no. So I was telling her that, you know, doesn't mean that it's no forever. It just means that it's just like no for right now. And whatever God's will is, we say we trust God. That means that we still human. You know, we still have emotions, we still get hurt, we still cry, we still get angry. Everything is done for a reason. Everything, there's nothing that God does that everything he does is on purpose. For a purpose. For his purpose. Let's see. So, do you want to continue the transaction? Yes. Please. What am I doing? Please do not give up on God, because God is not going to give up on you. Would you like to make another transaction? Yes. I'm trying to pull out money that I ain't even got. That's on the wrong card, though. Right, thank you. Sorry about that. Hold on for a second. I know I look a mess, right? This is me. No makeup, early in the morning. So anyway, as I was saying, be careful what you pray for, because you might just get it. When you pray, God already, first of all, he knows the desires of your heart. He already knows what you stand in need of. So we tell him what we want. We tell him what we desire. And at the end of our prayer, we should probably consider saying, if it be your will. Some things are just not his will. But guess what? We begging, we pleading. And then, he may have something else for us. But we keep praying for this thing to happen, or we keep praying to receive this blessing. Hold on. And then we get it, don't know what to do with it, mess over it, or figure out that we really don't want it and don't like it, and then we asking God to fix it and take it away and work it out. And he's probably saying, yeah, well, I had something for you over there, but you wanted to be over there, so I allowed you to be over there. Okay, so now you're there, and deal with it until he feels that you've had enough. And so he's such a good God, and he loves us so much. So he's not going to put more on us than we can bear. And sometimes I wonder, why in the world do he think I could bear some of the things that I bear or that I go through? That's one of the things I was thinking about this morning. And then I went to bed last night with anger on my heart. I whispered it. I didn't want to say it all out. Yes, I did. I went to bed mad. And that's one of the things that I don't endorse. I do not believe in letting the sun go down on your anger. And I did that last night. I was like kind of mad about something. And I didn't want to talk about it because I just didn't know how to articulate myself or how to articulate what I was feeling. I was able to do it this morning, hopefully. But last night, I was mad because Curtis was in his lane. Basically, that's the bottom line. He's in his lane. He posts what he want to post on his YouTube. That's not my business. Personally, I wouldn't have posted it, but that's not even my freaking genre. So why do I even care, right? So I was in my feelings and I was in my emotions. And a lot of times when I'm mad or I get angry with someone, I was raised being so passive. And instead of directing my anger towards the person who I'm angry with, I tend to indirect my anger towards them, but at somebody else. So it might sound like this. I'm talking to one of the kids. They have no idea what I'm talking about, but I'm talking loud enough so that Curtis can hear me. And so he knows, oh yeah, she's mad at me for, XYZ or whatever. But that's wrong. I shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that. First of all, your kids don't need to be involved in grown folks stuff. And second of all, you need to be woman enough to express yourself I mean, what is the worst that could happen? Some woman beater, or he gonna choke me out, or you know, or slap me around, or you know, that's just some old habits that, and some old ways that I'm working on, and I've been working on them, and I was doing really, really great. And then, you know, that time of the month came, and so I processed my feelings and emotions in a different kind of way. So I indirectly was like pretty much telling him off, or wanting him to know that I'm mad, I'm pissed off, I don't appreciate this, like, why would you do that? And he was confused. And I did a video about knowing your woman. You know, supposed to know when you have to know your woman to the point where if she even look at you a certain kind of way, you know something is going on. But and so I love the fact that he knew something was going on, because of, you know, he knows me emotionally, and he's still getting to learn me emotionally, and he's invested in wanting to learn more about me emotionally. So I hope that if he watches this, I don't know, that he will learn more about me diligently by researching and studying the anatomy of a woman, because we all have the basic blueprint as a female anatomy. But like I said at the beginning of the video, there's a lot of people that are like you, but there's only one you. Okay, a lot of people like me, they're, you know, we have the same type of characteristics, but there's only one me, and that applies to men also. So I apologize, and I ask for God to please forgive me for allowing, for me having, you know, allowing the sun to go down on my anger, and for me, you know, being angry to the point where I was wrapped in my own little blanket last night, and I think his baby toe probably touched me, and I damn near rolled out the bed like, don't even touch me. So that part. What else? I'm leaving the house this morning early to go, and I need to mail a letter, so I got to get some stamps, and then I have no idea what happened to all the bottled water. I think the puppies are biting into the bottles of water, and they're leaking on the floor. So I have to put them somewhere else. But anyway, we don't have no more bottled water. That's unacceptable. So I'm gonna get some bottled water, and then I just needed to take a drive, like, by myself. And as I was leaving, he was like, "Oh, that's the new thing now. We just like leaving. You're not gonna, like, you know, give me a kiss or anything." And I'm telling him, like, I'm not mad. I just don't want to be fake. So I love you, and I'll be back. But all that, no, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that right now. But I love you. I respect you, and I'm human, and I'm still in learning mode. I'm always in continuous learning mode. We had a good talk this morning, and I kind of let him know where I was coming from. And as women, like, he's like, "Oh my gosh, like, you are just so deep in thought, like you're totally overshooting the runway, you're like just overthinking this thing." And I don't like when people tell me that, because basically to me it's like they're saying, you know, snap out of it, or, you know, what I think and what I feel is not valid. Just let me vent, let me talk, let me tell you what my experience is. You don't have to agree. I don't have to agree with everything you say. You don't have to agree with everything I say. It's called agree to disagree. and move on in love. Some things though, y'all, let me ask you, how can two walk together lest they agree? How does that go along with agree to disagree? So that's a question that I'm asking, I have for you all. How do you do that? Who does that? Like, how does that work? All right, so I'm at my first stop, well, my second stop, and then I'm waiting for somebody to text me back if I can drop off a package. So I hope you all having a great day, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And thank you for listening to me. I have a lot more in my mind, but I'm going to save that for another time. So this video is not really titled anything except me venting and freestyling my thoughts. All right, I love you all. Have a blessed day. Talk to you later. Bye.